Hello everyone, this is Cool Pro 195 streaming live of my Rustland Grand Prix casual livestream. Casual livestream number 1 for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled on the PS4 Pro. Yeah, tripped up a little bit earlier, but it doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah, since the Rustland Grand Prix has officially come to an end within Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, tomorrow starts the brand new Grand Prix that's upcoming, and it's also the last Grand Prix. It's actually the last Grand Prix season that they have planned to kick off before they end off Grand Prix for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled altogether. So yeah, before I start this off, I'm just gonna post this all over social media, just so you know people are aware. So bear with me, people. And while I'm on that, I might as well jump onto the live streaming channel within that Discord server. Therefore, if any guest commentators in that server want to join, they can join whenever they please. Yeah, it'd be nice to have people join them. Therefore, you know, it just makes it feel more eventful. Even though this live stream has pretty much more of a chill vibe to it per se. That's all I gotta say for that. But yeah, anyways, just posting it all over social media before I kickstart the gameplay. Yeah, I gotta be honest, like, you know, this time of weather makes a lot of people sick, especially with, you know, what's going on. Like, it's really not helping the world, especially, you know, the way, like, you know, just the shape that it's in right now. But yeah, just bear with me, people. I'll be right back. Well, not technically right back, but you know, you get the picture. But apart from that, I really hope people enjoy this live stream. Okay, I think that's Discord covered. I think that's social media covered in general now. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Oh, I accidentally kicked my fucking desk there, but never mind. Anyways, time to jump into some gameplay. Just fire up my PS4 Pro right there. Oh hey Clone at work, welcome to the live stream. He says hey mate in the chat. But yeah, it's been some time. Well, of course it's been like a month since I last live streamed because Back then I was closing off for Winter Festival Grand Prix, even though it technically already ended then anyway, and it's the same case here as well, so yeah. Although this time it just ended yesterday. Oh hey, Flash 815. Bandicoot 15 just joined the chat. It says Bandicoot 15 here. Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, first time you joined one of my Nitro-Fueled live streams, which is cool.
Presents a smashing blast from the past.
Okay, it's not showing anything for whatever reason because it wants to be retarded, but whatever. And of course Rex Central does not want to cooperate. Yeah, I'll get back to your comments in a bit. Yeah, even media wants to be retarded. I apologize for this, people. This was not happening earlier. This certainly wasn't happening earlier, without a doubt, so it's just being picky and choosy about whether it wants to fucking work or not. Little cunt. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, it better not give me that bullshit excuse. That legit. If I was gonna say, it better not give me that bullshit excuse of, you know, it's saying that that the device is being, you know, used in more than one program when it isn't. Okay, I think it's got issues of its own. Okay, there we go. And let's jump right in. Yeah, and ignore any retardation that's going on in the background. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. But anyways, yeah, this will be a nice way to part ways with the Rustland Grand Prix. Especially since the Gasmoxia Grand Prix starts tomorrow, which is gonna be cool. And as I've stated earlier on, about, I'd say pretty much 5 minutes ago, give or take, that this will be the last Grand Prix, it'll be the final Grand Prix season for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled as a whole. But while we're parting ways with the Rustland Grand Prix, this is the title screen that it's introduced. Well, technically, it didn't have the Game Awards trophy before, but now it does, ever since it was confirmed that Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled actually won, like, an award for within the Game Awards. So now they've updated the title screen for Crash holding the Game Awards trophy within the title screen, which is really cool, as well as all those other iterations. And as you can tell, this is a post-apocalyptic theme that I have going on. And yeah, I've been great, Clone at work. Yourself, well, in some cases I could say, you know, great is a strong word, like, given the scenario, like, given how things have been going, but yeah. I don't know, it's what I usually say sometimes, but you get a picture. Anyways, how have you been? Oh yeah, the pit stop. There's more stuff to be revealed. And as you can see, I've completed the Grand Prix. I've actually completed, you know, the gold tier within the Rustland Grand Prix. And of course, as you can see, the Grand Prix is over. Which means there are no challenges to do. Like, I can unlock these characters if I want, but I'm just gonna, you know, bang this out for coins. Just because I feel like it, and fuck microtransactions as per usual. No point wasting, you know, actual hard-earned money on that when you could earn them properly for free. So yeah, which means this is gonna be a chill live stream of just some online gameplay. Yeah, and as soon as I enter like, you know, the Grand Prix section, it gives me the decal for the Rustland champion car, which is really cool. So yeah, now the champion car has the Rustland decal, which is really cool. But yeah, now since the Grand Prix is over, go to the pit stop and activate the Nitro fill up. Well, considering I've already finished, you know, filling up the Nitro gauge anyway, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I was in the top 5%, so of course I have the Rustland decal for the championship car. Clone Work says, I've been fine, saw my favourite band last week and gonna be at another concert tomorrow. That's cool. That's so good, man. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna play some online games for about like an hour or so and then just call it a night. But yeah, anyways, Bandicoot 15, how have you been? If you're still watching the live stream. So we've got 3 live viewers here at the moment. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I'm actually, you know, I have Crash's Rustland outfit equipped. But also, since, as you saw earlier, that I've actually completed the Grand Prix itself. As you saw earlier, that I've actually completed the gold tier. You'd also be able to see that I've also unlocked the Rustland outfit for Megamix, who is aka the brand new character that was pretty much introduced within this Grand Prix, who first made an appearance back on Crash Bandicoot XS, aka Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure. So yeah. And he has some cool outfits, not gonna lie. The Innocent Princess says, "Sup dude, it's Chrissy." Oh hey Chris, welcome to the live stream. And you changing your username a lot, you know, like every once in a while you change your username, like I clock that. I don't know why, but I'm sure you have your reasons. But anyways, I don't know, probably New Year, New You or something, but apart from that, doesn't matter. Yeah, Chris says new account, mate, why not? Yeah, it's like 2020 version of you. Like the 2020 version of Chrissy Ford. But yeah, Megamix Mania is a cool track. And that is the brand new track that was actually introduced within Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. I mean, within the Rustland Grand Prix. And it looks really cool. And it actually looks pretty cool. I don't even know why I said really there. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Man, half the time when you're just commentating live, it's like you can't speak for shit. Oh, cheers for following me with your new account, Chris. I highly appreciate that. Chris says, I hate getting popular. I guess I hate getting popular. Once I hit a certain followers, have to start anew. I'm the opposite of a sellout, haha. Yeah, you're the complete opposite of a sellout there, mate. Just like, you know, restarting as soon as you hit a certain stat. Just like continually starting. Just proper continually starting from the bottom. Like starting from the ground up. But yeah, Megamix is a cool track, and I gotta say, some of the areas, well, actually pretty much like, basically when it gets to like, you know, the factory sections of the areas, it reminds me of, you know, the final levels of Crash of the Titans, and also some sections in Mind of Moon as well. But what I really clocked is that there's like, a lot of it is similar to the level Weapons of Mass Destruction in Crash of the Titans, which is really cool. and that's like, what do you call it? It's in Uka's phase of the game and also Cortex's phase of the game as well. And what's even more cool is that, you know, since it's all post-apocalyptic, like, it kind of like, you know, at the same time it also reminds me of like, you know, the second type of scenery, like the second phase of Crash of the Titans as well, where you just enter like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I don't know, the area is in a way kind of more outback. It's effectively Tiny's phase that you're in. Wow. Legit, I'm about to win this race and I don't even think I even tried to concentrate, you know? Like, I was just so caught up in commentating that, you know, I was just smashing it out anyway. I don't know, maybe it just came to me naturally. And Chris has started from the bottom, now I'm still at the bottom next to you. Kind of changed the lyrics there, haha. Yeah, you changed the lyrics completely. But yeah, I don't know, that was way too easy, like, for an online match, especially for an online match, because usually, I don't know, it'd be toxic as fuck, or give it time, you know. This is only the first match that I've played within the live stream, so yeah. Chris just says, by the way, there's some transphobic loser called Clone at work who I'd like to acknowledge considering they're lurking. You suck balls, man. Yeah, well, they're right here in the chat, so yeah. Yeah, Clone at work is right here in the chat as well, so yeah, feel free to have it out with each other. Wait, that was piss easy. Oh, and this mask as well, this brand new mask. You can see it's a combination of the masks with, like, from the Mutant series. Like, it's a combination of Aku's design and Uka's design from the Mutant series of Crash Bandicoot. And basically, like, and effectively what you're actually seeing is pretty much a mechanical, like a mechanized Uka from the Mutant series. You pretty much see like a mechanized Uka on top of Aku, but like they're both joined together. You know, come to think of it, it's like it's, you know, what do you call it? Since, you know, Crash uses, what do you call it, Uka, I mean, since Crash uses Aku to jack the mutants within the Mutant series in order to take control of their bodies, like, I have a feeling that, you know, the mechanized Uka on top of, you know, regular Aku, with, like, you know, the design from the Mutant series, it's like Uka is taking control of Aku. Like, what do you know? A mask taking control of another mask. Like, we've never seen that before. At least, that's my take on it. I don't know if that's actually their intended purpose or not, but it's fun to speculate. Yeah, it's an interesting take. So it's a cool improvisation, especially when it comes to, you know, expanding on the whole post-apocalyptic theme. The whole, like, post-apocalyptic theme for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, like, well, for the Grand Prix within Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. And you know what's even cooler, like, on Twitter I saw Cogmonkey actually, you know, mod Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, but he made the track Megamix Mania. Well, he didn't make the track, but he made it so you can actually play within that level on foot, like within the mod. And like from that perspective, seeing the level from that perspective, it made it look like, you know, old brand new Crash Bandicoot game that had like, you know, a post-apocalyptic theme to it. It made it look like a post-apocalyptic Crash Bandicoot game, which actually would be really cool in my opinion. But you know, of course, it'd be like the same assets from, you know, the Insane Trilogy and Nitro-Fueled, so yeah. And I think he was modding the Switch version, since, I don't know, I think the Switch version is the easiest to mod. I don't think I've seen mods on the PS4 version or the Xbox One version, unless I'm mistaken. Some of those shots that, you know, he's leaked, well, not leaked, but some of those, you know, screenshots that he's actually posted are leaks, so, well, not leaks, but mods of the PS4 and Xbox One versions. But yeah, I gotta say, like, that's a cool concept. Like, for a brand new Crash Bandicoot game to be post-apocalyptic, that would be an interesting new take on it. As a matter of fact, like, speaking of Cog Monkey, he's also been doing like very interesting, you know, reiterations with these mods as well. Not just of Nitro-Fueled, but like he's been referencing other games within the franchise that haven't even been remastered yet, but have the potential of being remastered. Like, for example, he actually recreated the Papu Papu boss fight arena within Crash Bash, and it's so close to the original. Okay, yeah, it's not 100%, but for what he can do in terms of modding, it's close, which, you know, I gotta say, hats off to him, you know. Props for, you know, putting in the effort to even, you know, at least partially replicating it. I mean, it just shows, like, within the Alchemy engine, if someone can, like, make a mod to actually remake, well, per se remake Crash Bash, then it's definitely not hard for, let's just say, either Vicarious Visions and or Beanox, or both of them working together to actually, you know, still use the Alchemy engine to make a Crash Bash AAA remaster from the ground up, and still use the assets. Because if they use a new engine, then they can't do that. Like, I think a new game should use the Unreal Engine, but remasters should just use the Alchemy engine. Even though they said they have ditched the Alchemy engine like a continuous number of times. They've continually said that they've ditched the Alchemy engine. And yet they still used it for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Why? Because they had to. There's no way they can port over the assets just like that. But yeah, I see more comments in the chat, which is really cool. But yeah, nice to see the chat looking lively. Like, honestly, within the last live stream for the Winter Festival Grand Prix that I did, like, the chat was completely dry. There was no one commented whatsoever, but at the same time, I can understand why, because it was at a time where pretty much no one was available. Like, considering it was much earlier in the day. And since I'm live streaming, you know, later at night, people are actually joining, which is cool. Like, I really appreciate you lot joining the chat. Clone at Work says, "Oh, hi, Chrissy." Chris says, "Suck your mum, mate." Clone at Work says, "Gonna do that later." Lol. Chris says, "How you been getting on with work?" I don't know if you're saying that to me or not, but yeah, it's been okay, per se. I mean, of course, not everything is, not exactly living the dream, but you know, it's life. But of course, at some point, I am gonna move on. Like, from that job. I mean, that's life. You're not gonna be at the same place for the rest of your life. Like, you know, people move on. Oh, race has started. I can't read the comments now, fuck. Anyways, back to like Cog Monkey's recreations. Yeah, what he's doing, it's so faithful to what people are requesting, especially for a Crash Bandicoot AAA remaster. Honestly, I don't see why it shouldn't happen, and based on like the recent earnings call, Activision have also confirmed that in like later on in 2020, I don't know exactly when, but they said that there should be an announcement for a brand new potential remaster, but they didn't say for what franchise it was. So they're keeping that surprise there, people. So easily it could be Crash Bash, although a lot of people have already speculated previously that they've already said that there's gonna be no more remakes for Crash and Spyro, and they're only gonna be, you know, remakes or remasters or AAA remasters per se for just other franchises, when no, that's not what they said. Like, they didn't specifically say they were gonna stop doing Crash and Spyro AAA remasters. That's what they took out of context. But if that's really the case, then more power to them, because honestly, we actually do need a brand new game for both franchises. Both Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. It'd be really cool to, like, you know, actually have a brand new game and see, you know, like, see how they go about doing it, whether it's going to be a continuation from after Crash Mind of Mutant, like, you know, pick up where the story left off last, if things ended back in 2008 in Crash Mind of Mutant, or whether it's going to be different, or whether, like, they're going to take a completely brand new approach altogether. But yeah, since I'm just gonna read the comments now. Chris says to Clone at work, if I saw you in real life, I'd spit on you and make you feel so small, like the worm bag you are. Lol. Old school gamer NRA1, aka Zombie Hunter's Comeback / Skull Crusher, says, "Ayo, welcome to the live stream, Stefan." Say, "Ayo." At least that's how I picture him saying it anyway. And he says, "Chat dies." But yeah, welcome to the live stream, Stefan. And then Chris says, "Chat is resurrected," after Stefan says, "Chat dies." But yeah, Stefan, the innocent princess, is Chris with just a new account. Yeah, she figured she'd just start from the ground up, per se. Stefan says, "Are you using your hacks again?" By hacks you mean pro skills, yes. Indeed I am. Chris says, Clone at work says, the innocent princess, or at the innocent princess. Fucking hell. I hate all my tongue twists. Clone at work says, at the innocent princess, if that makes you happy. If that'd make you happy, well, then Chris says back, "You're such a loser, you can't even finish uni, you give up on everything and wonder why you're alone, when you treat your friends like sexual objects." Like, Par and Clone at work there, lol. Rouge tubes, okay. Stefan says, "Quick, someone trash talk behind his back while he's racing." Yeah, nice try there. Sly little snake, Stefan. It says, "But seriously, I hope they make a new Crash Bandicoot game with the CBNST." Yeah, a new game with the Alchemy engine could work, but at the same time, the Alchemy engine, like I said earlier, is better suited for remasters. Wow, I got 7 live viewers now. This just got a hell of a lot interesting. Welcome to the live stream, like newcomers. But it's so annoying when I have to read all these comments, yet I have to race at the same time. Man, the races are loading faster than I expected, but at the same time it's good because then, it's more game time and it's less idle, so yeah, that's cool. I just squished the motherfucker there. Just squashed his bitch ass. Whoa, what the fuck? The guy was he was suspended in mid-air just then. Man, like, the game just proper glitched out on him. I don't know whether it's, like, his connection or not, or whether it's, like, the servers on his end, but maybe the service on him, can't fucking speak for shit right now, I hate when that happens. But yeah, maybe the service on his end just sucks absolute dog shit. Wow, man. Man's on point with this race. Yeah, it looks like everyone backed out, although not really. That tends to happen a lot. Like, it just reads it as though, people have backed out when they actually haven't. Well, it even gave me the option to leave match, but yeah, still. But yeah, I won the match. Anyways, that was really easy, but then again, Rouge Tubes ain't a hard track. Planet Work says, at the Innocent Princess, good thing I got a job now. Mate, make 2k a month, can pay rent and go to concerts with friends every week. To be honest, feels kinda good, man. Oh, that's great, man. At 2k a month, it's better than 1k a month, because, let me tell you, 1k a month just it flies by fast. You could, even with like, just 1k a month, you could just, wipe your ass with that money, with that amount of money, because it just goes, just like that. Trust me, expenses are a bitch. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'll jump into matchmaking, like in a bit. I'll just read the comments, since I might as well, make it up to you people. And acknowledge your comments. Chris says, at Planet Work, we'll see how long that lasts before you lose your job and treat those new friends like shit and lose them too. And Planet Work says, we'll see indeed. Not likely that will happen soon though, since I'm doing pretty fucking well at my job. And Chris says, lol. Then Chris says, lol, quit with the act, Alex. You're not gonna last long in the real world. You're mentally weak, pathetic, and disposable. And Planet Work says, if you think so. And Chris says, I don't think, I know. Smiley face, you're a loser, haha. I'm surprised you haven't cried in the stream yet and talked about killing yourself. It seems to be a norm for you. Lol, yeah, that's great. Stefan says, someone call an ambulance for Pedro, I think he's having a stroke. Since when the fuck was I having a stroke? Okay. I don't know, maybe when I couldn't speak for shit. But yeah. And Chris says, nice one Pedro, you killed it. Very good stuff. And Cleaner Work says, GG mate. Yeah, cheers guys. Highly appreciate that. Even though, like I said, that one was way too easy. And Cleaner Work says, what a wonderful conversation this is. Wait, I skipped a comment. I skipped Chris's comment. I apologise for that. Yeah, Chris says, the only reason why Cleaner Work is here is because he wants to fuck me. Because he's a gross bastard who views trans women as sexual objects. Man, bro, you're getting out of hand. Whoa, this shit's getting out of hand. And Cleaner Work says, what a wonderful conversation this is, lol. And Stefan says, you couldn't speak for shit in that race, XD. Well, in most cases I can't speak for shit just because, you know, live commentary likes to trip me up whenever it feels like it, per se. But yeah, it happens to anybody. Hell, like, even Etika will tell you. But yeah, like, Etika shall never be forgotten. Rest in peace. Like, after what? Pretty much over half a year already now. And then Chris says, your life is so good right now, Alex. You're stalking me in my friend's streams. And I knew Cleaner Work's name was Alex. I knew it. Just like, I just couldn't put my finger on it before, and like, you know, the last two live streams. But yeah. Whoa, like, you're commenting really fast, both of you. But yeah. Cleaner Work says, you do realise that I don't give a damn that you're here, right? Oh, and Chris says, you do, because if you fuck. Well, no, not if you fuck, but yeah. I was just trying to read the comment, but then, I don't know, like, it just scrolled up too fast. But yeah, interesting chat, right? Okay, like, slow down, you know, I mean, save the racing for the track people, not the live chat, the track. Yeah, and Chris says, you do, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be replying to me. I'm getting to you. Smiley face, I'm getting to you and you know it. You're guilty about what you've done. Shaming now. But yeah, Stefan says, you know, we should stream PlayStation All-Stars again with you, me, Kieran and Ryan. Yeah, that'd be sick. No, it's a shame they cut off servers on that. That's so fucking annoying. And what pisses me off even more is that it hasn't even been out for 10 years yet. And they've already gone and cut off the servers like dickheads. Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, that's disrespectful to the game. At least in my opinion, but yeah. Stefan says, maybe the innocent princess could join us. Yeah, perhaps Chris could join our gaming sessions. That'd be cool. Cleaner Work says, I just stopped caring about it, to be honest. And Chris says, I would join, but I still need to get the game. Yeah. I don't know about, like, I don't know if private parties will still work. Probably they will, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Chris says, glad I got real friends like you guys who don't see me as a sexual object, but as a real person. Cleaner Work says, as I said, it's a wonderful conversation. Indeed it is. Stefan says to Chris, it would be pretty cheap now in the PlayStation store, I guess. Then Alex says, alright, we're gonna slow down, mate, cheers. Then Chris says, yeah, we'll get it. Also slowing down now, Pedro, cheers. Yeah, I appreciate that, Chris. I mean, yeah, still comment, but like, you know, calm down. Well, not that you guys are raging, but yeah, you get the picture. And Chris says, yeah, well, oh, I read that. And Stefan says to Chris, it's only 15 euros in the store. Yeah, I don't know how much it would be in the UK PlayStation store, but yeah. Stefan says, I don't know how much that would be in pounds yet, but yeah. Well, you could always, you know, use a currency converter. And Chris says, Pedro, Alex told me in private conversation that he'd stay away from my friend's streams if he sees me there. He broke that promise, and at the end of the day, I'll call him out on everything. He has no respect, no loyalty, and he's a complete wanker. Well, that's nice to know. He's just asking for the drama, honestly. Well, Cleaner Work says, I stayed away for a while. Can't expect me to never watch any of these guys. Can't expect me to never watch any of these guys again. Then Chris says, no, you didn't. You took the first opportunity you had to break the promise. That promise just because you're a stalker with Cleaner Work says, of course. Okay, now that will call up. Let's just calm down. Okay, I don't know. I don't know whether this is banter or whether this is serious or not, but yeah. If it's serious, then yeah, you really need to calm down, but if it's banter, then, you know, I don't mind. Just as long as it doesn't, you know, go apeshit. Chris says, go away, Alex, no one wants you here. Go watch Cameron Vengeance, you love him. You love him, you want his bum. Lol. Man, like, the fucking... Like, he's really, you know... What you call it? He's putting thoughts in his head now. Or she's putting thoughts in his head. Clean at Work says, I'll let that Mr. Cool Pro decide. Honestly, I don't mind who joins my live streams. But yeah. As long as you guys get along, that's cool. Clean at Work says it. Oh, this is real, mate. She despises me beyond words. Oh, that's deep then. Yeah, then in that case, yeah, I want you both to calm down and get along, because I really don't want any hostility going on. Like, we want a nice, clean chat where people feel welcome. I mean, we want live streams to, you know, feel welcome to newcomers. But yeah, of course I can't take away what you guys, you know, obviously I can't take away the differences you lot have between each other, but it is what it is. The Innocent Princess. Chris says, Cool Pro only wants you here for the views. He wants me here because we're friends, remember that. Cloner Work says, no prompts, mate. And Chris says, Pedro, seriously, I'll show you the DMs they sent me before, and you'll soon realize how scummy this person is. But yeah, whatever. Okay, well, feel free to do so, Chris, but yeah. When it comes to my live streams, like, I'd rather, you know, have people getting along. If you have, like, you know, actual differences that are, you know, go so deep and personal, I'd rather, you know, keep them off the live stream and just, like, you know, at least try and coexist. I mean, I'm not having a go at either of you. This is just, let's just say, a warning / a word of notice. Whoa, for fuck's sake, this is retarded. Man, no wonder people call this Collision Carnival. And that shit should never have happened. I mean, that is actually nuts. possibly. I don't know if Stefan's still here. I don't know, maybe he got scared because of how heated things got between Chris and Alex. Man. Yeah, another thing, like, I know so many Alexes, like, on YouTube now. It's ridiculous. Like, I've lost count on how many people I know who are called Alex. Like, as content creators in general. Like, especially as people in general, you know. Like, Alex is like, it's, you know, from what I've seen, Alex has been like a really common name. I don't know. We could speculate. I don't know, perhaps people could speculate about the possibility of me being a potential Alex magnet or whatever, but yeah. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. But it is what it is. Hell, even, what you call it, there are even some girls called Alex. There are even some girls called Alex that I actually know as well, so like, and I mean like, you know, like actually know in real life. But yeah, anyways, point is, obviously as you can tell, Alex is a common name. Let's just leave it as that. Yeah, as you can tell towards the end of the race, I barely tried, so, especially given what happened. And Chris says, can you just ban him, because I'm not going to get along with this prejudiced scumbag, okay? Well, like, I'll ban people, like, of course I'm gonna ban people if they step out of line, but, you know, not if, like, one person has, like, personal differences with another, but, like, of course I understand, like, where you're coming from, Chris, don't get me wrong. Like, but of course I don't get involved in people's arguments. Fireworks says classic Christy. Anyways, I'll head out to listen to some music and chill, have a nice one. Chris says, it's unfair to ask this of me. Imagine if someone was being racist towards you for being Portuguese. It wouldn't be on at all. Oh no, that definitely wouldn't be on at all. Actually, that has been the case in multiple occasions. And like, not once have I ever tolerated that. Like, racism in general, don't even fucking tolerate it. It's like Michael Jackson said, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me. Yes, I'm an MJ fan, don't at me. For those of you who don't know. But yeah. Chris says, well, they have stepped out of line. They've said some really prejudiced things towards me and are stalking me in your chat. Or just think about how you feel about racism, how I feel about what he said for me being transgender. Yeah, I get how. Yeah, I get that, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't tolerate it, but like. But to be fair, he hasn't said anything, you know, like that in this chat, like specifically. But of course, whatever happens outside, that's out of my control. But within the live stream, of course, I can take action if he actually does step out of line within the chat, that's what I mean. Like, but apart from outside, there's nothing I can do. But I'm not saying that, you know, you're wrong for feeling the way you feel. Of course, like, you're entitled to feel the way you feel, that's perfectly normal. And of course, you know, I'm always gonna support you for who you are. No matter what. It's just that situations like this, you know, they're best left to, like, you know, outside the live streams. Like, this ain't a place for, you know, controversy and arguments and shit. Or even so, like, even if you just don't want to coexist, like, just ignore them. I know it's, in a way, it does sound unfair to ask you to, like, you know, try and get along, but if you can't get along, at least, like, just ignore that the person's there. Like, if someone's really not worth your time, just ignore them. I mean, I know sometimes I feel like I should take my own advice on that as well, but still, like, it's true. If someone's not worth your time, you know, fuck them. They don't deserve a bar of you. Man, these mofos. But anyways, okay, I think I'll read your last comment on that, and then, like, I think we should just stop talking about it altogether, especially since Alex has now left the chat anyways, so yeah. Motherfuckers. Okay. Well, I still made it even though I didn't have any boost whatsoever. I didn't even power slide to kickstart in order to, like, build up the speed and momentum. I just used the momentum that I just had just by accelerating alone. That's all. That's literally all I did. But yeah, I got the golden Wampa, as you've seen, and yeah, they've introduced golden Wampas, golden Wampa fruit within the Rustland Grand Prix, which is really cool. It's an interesting concept, I must say. Chris says, now I usually don't ask people to ban people if it's their stream. It's their stream, but this is a big deal to me. As a friend, you'd understand. Yeah, I definitely understand. Chris says, then if you support me, please ban him because he's just to ruin the stream. He's just here to ruin the stream. I'm not ignoring someone who's actively stalking me. Well, even if they are stalkers, just, you know, block them yourself. But yeah, well, I'm not sure if that will even change anything in the chat, but yeah, I think that's as far as you can go. And Chris says, now I don't usually ask people to ban people if it's their stream. It's their stream, but but this is a big deal to me. As a friend, you'd understand, and yeah, I definitely understand. It's just, you know, it's just something that I just wouldn't want to discuss, like, in the chat as well, but if you want to talk to me about it privately, feel free, you know. Just keep it out of a live stream. Like, I'm just saying this as a friend, I'm not, you know, like, I'm not giving you the third degree or anything. Like, you know that for a fact. You know that for a fact. You'll always be a good friend, Chris. No matter what. And Chris says, anyways, I'm done with that. I won't say another word. Okay. Oh good, we're both on the same page on that front. But yeah, especially since I'm not one to lose friends, you know. I just, you know, do the best I can to keep the peace, as it were. I mean, yeah, it is hard being a peacekeeper sometimes, but you know, it really does come at a price, a heavy price, especially if people aren't gonna cooperate. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we said we're done talking, so yeah, that's cool. Oh, hey, BL Raven Wizard. Hey, BL Raven Wizard, welcome to the live stream. Wait, did I say that right? Because I think my tongue was twisting inside, I don't know. But yeah, welcome to the live stream, BL Raven Wizard. He says, hey dude, it's cool that you joined, man. But yeah, well, in a way, I'm not surprised you came because I did post the link in your server as well, so yeah. The fact that you made the effort to join, I appreciate that anyway. Yeah, Chris says, I just can't stand some people, you know me, I'm outspoken. Yeah, in the way, like, I can be outspoken myself as well, but at the same time, you know, I keep some stuff to myself because I just know how it's gonna end. I could just, in a way, I can see how things are gonna end if I just let things escalate and get like a million times worse. Because easily, it could go either one way or the other. So like, if it gets too heated, just like, stop it before it's too late. But sometimes if you really need to tell people, like, if you really need to tell them how it is, then by all means do so. But only if you think it's the right thing to do in that moment. Like, that's what I do. Like, only tell people how it is whenever it feels right. Otherwise, said person being an arsehole to me, like, said person being an arsehole to me, obviously isn't worth a bar of me. Obviously doesn't deserve a bar of me and isn't worth an ounce of my time. It isn't even worth like a fucking split second of my time. Yeah, Brandon. Brandon says, you see the trailer for the Gasmoxia Grand Prix? Yeah, I saw the trailer. It looks cool. And yes, they're actually introducing Emperor Velo as a playable character this time. Like, and this time it's actually him in his form within Nitro Car, in his like actual Emperor form. And yes, they've confirmed that it's Emperor Velo, not Emperor Velo, even though in a way Velo always sounded right to me as a kid, but I don't know, they just never really made that clear. They never really, you know, gave an official pronunciation until now. Or pronunciation if you want to sound posh, but you get the picture. But yeah, 6th place. You can tell I'm not even trying because like I'm just reading your comments and just, you know, commentating. I'm just responding to them. Yeah. And yeah, this is something I also tend to do in like live streams as well. I tend to, you know, at least try and commentate a lot just to like, you know, keep the vibe alive, because I just don't want to need, because I hate when it's dead air. Like, I mean, I don't mind taking a break every now and then, but of course, like, dead air is no fun, and people just, you know, want a lively atmosphere, you know, they want to feel more invested in the live stream. And, you know, hear what the commentator's got to say, so like, as my role in this, I figured, you know, I might as well put in the effort. But yeah, the Gasmoxia Grand Prix looks sick. And that is the final Grand Prix. And to be honest, thank fuck, because we've certainly had enough. We need new stuff. Like, we need brand new projects entirely. Like, legit, no one wants Grand Prix, like more and more Grand Prix to grind out within years to come. Because like that, you're just gonna be like that. Activision, Vicarious Visions and Vinox are just gonna be beating Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled like a dead horse. Legit, they'll be beating a dead horse of Nitro-Fueled if they carry on like that. What we need in years to come is brand new projects entirely. Like, either like more AAA remasters or side games, or ideally a brand new game. Like, we need a brand new fucking video game, seriously, that is long overdue. But yeah, a Crash Bash AAA remaster that also must happen. I know for those who just want a new game, of course are against that, but I would like both. As I said before, like, I'd love to have both a Crash Team Racing, of course, a Crash Team Racing AAA remaster. That shit already exists, as you can obviously see. As you can clearly see right in front of you. But yeah, we really need a Crash Bash AAA remaster and a brand new game. That would be the ideal outcome, in my opinion. That's how I personally see it. Speaking of Crash Bash, Chris, if you're still in the chat, I actually did a Crash Bash livestream. Like, within like my last 2 live streams, well, 2 live streams ago actually, I should say. Like, it was my Happy New Year 2019 to 2020 celebration live stream, and within that live stream I did an any percent playthrough of Crash Bash, where, you know, of course, I played up to defeating Nitrous Oxide. And that was actually a really fun live stream, I gotta say. And I gotta say, like, it was a lot of fun, especially given, like, you know, the interactivity within, like, between me and, you know, the amount of people who have joined, have, like, jumped in and dropped out. And of course, I played Crash Bash within that live stream because 2020 is the year that actually, you know, is the year that actually marks the 20th anniversary of Crash Bash. And yeah, I know it's too late to have like a summer release for Crash Bandicoot, for like either a new Crash Bandicoot game or a new Spyro game, or like just a new project in general, whether that would be a AAA remaster or a brand new game in general, like whether that would be another game. Whoa, okay, yeah, you can tell I'm not trying. Like, last place, you kidding me? Yeah, whether it be another AAA remaster or a brand new Crash Bandicoot game altogether. Like, it's too late for a summer release now, but it could still be a full title if something gets announced at PAX East 2000, and if something gets announced at PAX East 2020. I don't know why I forgot the year, even though we're in 2020, like, that's fucked up. Well, I didn't necessarily forget the year, just, I don't know, the word it just slipped out of my mouth somehow. I don't know how in the fucking world that even happened. But whatever it was, it happened. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, you can see I'm in last place because I've barely been trying in this race. But yeah, this new mask is really cool. But even if we don't get a full title for, like, let's say a remaster or a brand new game, like, honestly, let's say if we were to get a Crash Bash AAA remaster, like, I'd say the way things are going, we'd probably get an announcement in 2020, but a release in 2021. And to be honest, I actually wouldn't mind that, because just like with any game, I'd rather, you know, they take their time making it instead of rush it out just to hit a certain date. because then of course it's gonna play like absolute garbage. It's gonna play like complete and utter trash, and we don't want that whatsoever. So yeah, I actually wouldn't even mind. Getting a Crash Bash AAA remaster announcement in 2020 and get a release in 2021. It's never too late. It's still never too late to get for Crash Bash to be AAA remastered. I mean, look at Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Like, that didn't come out until 2020, and Crash Bandicoot's 20th anniversary entirely was back in 2016. But of course, like, you know, Crash got a side project as like an appearance within Skylanders Imaginators, with Skylanders Imaginators Crash Edition, so that was cool. But yeah, of course for the franchise, Crash already has a lot of stuff going on. Especially with these Grand Prix, especially with the final Grand Prix that's up next. Gasmoxia Grand Prix is gonna be cool. Chris says, I heard you mate love Crash Bash. Yeah, it'd be so cool. Chris says, I need to head in a call with someone though. I sent you something on Facebook. Oh, cheers. I'll check that out later. Spire of a Dragon 16x says, my bro, hey, sup man, new account. Yeah, welcome to the live stream. Well, by the way, feel free to join the game if you can. Like, if you're home, that is. But of course I just started a new race, so... Oh, speaking of which, since I'm, you know, paying tribute to a Rustland Grand Prix here, I wonder when I'm actually gonna get a match where I actually land into Megamix Mania. Cause like, that's actually a cool track to showcase. And it's not hard to get, and it's actually not hard to get to grips of as well. Man, I hate tripping up on the fucking roads. Live commentary can be such a bitch. I don't know what it is, man. You son of a cunt. No, that was a really stupid place to put that. Oh, it says I will in a few minutes. Okay, cool. Well, I won't be live for too long, even though I've been live for pretty much, well, basically an hour right now, but yeah, apart from that, I think I'll live stream for at least like one more hour, I'm not sure. I don't know, it depends. But I'm having fun so far. Wow, you can't. Yeah, another thing. They've made those warp orbs go much faster now. Okay, I know why I fucked up that short, guys, because some stupid cunt put that beaker over there. And, like, it made me, you know, lose my train of thought. It made me, like, you know, in a way sort of lose my tactic, but, of course, second time round, I had to think of a new I just had to think of a new strategy on the fly. Just there. And that stupid fucking seal it killed my momentum to jump over that wall. Stupid cunt. Like, talk about wrong place, wrong time. Like, that was clearly not the time and the place. Oh yeah, I don't know if some of you seen this, like, earlier on social media, but yeah. Activision fucked up tremendously on advertising the Gasmoxia Grand Prix. It was fucking hilarious. Like not only did they make a typo, like for Grand Prix, like, and like spelled it as Grand P instead of Grand Prix. Wow, this time they just about made it over. But yeah, not only did they make a typo saying Grand P instead of Grand Prix, they used they've used completely the wrong thumbnail as well. They used the thumbnail for the spooky Grand Prix and not the fucking. They used the fucking. Yeah, live commentary. My tongue wants to be a bitch. I don't know, maybe it has a mind of its own, I'm not sure. It pisses me off when it does that too. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, not only was there that simple typo, like Grand P, which is jokes, like, they still, like, they also used completely the wrong thumbnail for the spooky Grand Prix. Like, they used the spooky Grand Prix thumbnail instead of the Gasmoxia Grand Prix thumbnail. And people were, like, mocking that heavily on Twitter. Man, is that fucked up. I don't know if they did the same thing on Facebook, but they definitely fucked up on Twitter. Like, someone up in Activision's headquarters fucked up big time. Gingerbread Joyride, but yeah. That was legit, my initial reaction, you know. Like, someone up in Activision's headquarters fucked up big time. What I gotta say for Gingerbread Joyride. I still think they need to fix that collision issue where you respawn whenever you hit that bumper. Like on the side, like when you make it across the shortcut. It's like you're getting robbed off your jump, you know, whenever you make at least 3/4 of the way. At least like when you're, you know, at least three quarters past the shortcut. I think you should be able to make it realistically and just rebound off the bumper. Like, you should be able to ricochet off the bumper and not respawn back onto the main track to, like, the position you were previously to actually attempting that shortcut. Like, honestly, in my professional opinion, that's a stupid way to go in terms of programming. Like, that was the wrong type of collision to use. But yeah. Although, speaking of fuck-ups, speaking of fuck-ups, Activision weren't the only ones who actually fucked up on something. Like a lot of you are aware, for those of you who are actually, you know, fans of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled and are also aware of Mario Kart World Tour. Okay, I was only halfway past. Okay, I think that is tolerable for a respawn, but that's about it. That's where I draw the line. The snow, not the fucking bumper, not the side. But yeah, as I was saying, what do you call it? As I was saying, some of you are aware of the DICE Awards in what do you call it? Some of you who are aware of the DICE Awards, like giving out awards for like the best racing game or whatever the fuck it was. And like the candidates that were there were Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Yeah. Sorry about this, people. I'm really trying to compose myself, but I'm trying to, like, in terms of commentary, but at the same time I'm actually trying to concentrate at the same time. So yeah, for those of you who are, you know, really expecting me to get to the point, I really apologize to that. I know, I wish I've already gotten to the point myself. Like, I fucking hate that. But it is what it is, you know. What can you do? I wouldn't exactly call it damage control, but it just is what it is, and you're just gonna have to put up with it if you support my live streams and my content in general that much, or if you support me as a content creator that much. You'd put up with the type of person I am and how I deal with things. Even though not everything is 100% intentional, obviously, but yeah, anyways. But yeah, for those of you who are, whoa, that was so close, and okay, I was 3/4 over, I think I should have made it over. That's taking the piss. Okay, I didn't touch the bumper, but still, like, I think if you at least make it 3/4 over, you should be able to, like, the game should register that you've actually, you know, made it past, and not, like, fall into a pit or some shit. But yeah, for those of you who are also aware of the tremendous fuck up of the DICE Awards, where, like, they put both Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled and Mario Kart World Tour, like, within the same category. Like, it was a really stupid approach to take, because you can't compare, like, a AAA product from the ground up to just a poxy mobile game. Like, everyone knows that mobile games, they are not AAA product material. There's nothing AAA about a mobile game. And feel free to disagree, but it's true. And the retarded part is that they chose Mario Kart World Tour as the winner for that category. Like, for the best best racing game of 2020 for the DICE Awards, even though, at least I think that's what it was. I don't exactly remember, memory's a little shady on that, but yeah. And this is 0% biased, by the way. Okay, I can hear that I'm being called, which is really rude, but yeah. Anyways, I'll mute my mic and just respond, and I'll be right back. Okay, seems like someone in the house is taking the piss, because they call me and then when I respond they don't answer back, so what are they expecting? Okay, Electron Avenue, here we go. Yeah, by the way, yeah, what I was saying, it was earlier, it was 0% biased. Yes, I know I prefer Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled over Mario Kart World Tour, and to be honest, who doesn't, like, and it's nothing, by the way, it's nothing to do, but like, the reason why, like, I say it's bullshit that Mario Kart World Tour won that award instead of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is because, it's like I said before, you can't compare a AAA remaster. You can't compare a mobile game to a AAA product, even if it is a remaster of a game that was made back in the 90s. That is still, like, that's still automatically a better game, like, realistically, like, and professionally as well, like, as a product. Like, of course, it's common knowledge to know that a AAA product is gonna have, like, much better, like, should actually win over, like, you know, just a basic mobile game that just happens to be, you know, just a simple counterpart, like, of a AAA game that already exists, like a fucking Mario Kart 8 Deluxe counterpart, to be compared to a AAA remaster from the ground up, like Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, is just completely asinine in order to, like, you know, be put above that. Like, someone with like the right mind, someone with like, you know, at least the slightest bit of common sense would know, like would put Nitro-Fueled above. Okay, I think someone's alarm is going off. Let me just mute my mic. Oh, never mind. But yeah, anyways, it's a stupid comparison to make, and not only that, but the system that the DICE Awards went with, it's so fucking retarded. I mean, and their logic was completely ass backwards. They say that, oh, like, we have like everything, like every decision is made, like every decision and category is made in like, you know, their respected field and is done in like a professional manner or some shit like that. And yet they did the complete opposite, because doing that in a professional manner, because if they did it in a professional manner, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled would have won the DICE Awards and not Mario Kart World Tour. Again, 0% biased here. This is like, I'm shooting straight facts here. And a lot of people would agree. I mean, I know there are people butthurt by it too, but like, I'm not butthurt by it, but I'm just, you know, I'm not butthurt by it at all, by any means. I'm just, what do you call it? I can't remember the description for it. For whatever reason, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm just busy playing the game. I just hate those moments where like, whenever I'm in the moment of explaining something, I just, you know, can't remember for the life of me what the word was that I actually needed to explain what I'm trying to say perfectly. It really pisses me off. Especially when it comes to being in an argument with someone and the other person wins just because of that small little detail. It's really fucking annoying. Like, someone else just wins for no reason. It's just like, you're lucky you had yourself a slight edge there. But yeah. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I would say surprised, but then again, it doesn't 100% like describe my disappointment. But yeah, I am partially disappointed per se. It's stupid, but at the same time, honestly, I'm not but the reason why like I'm not butthurt by it is because like, then again, it's the DICE Awards. They've proven how stupid they are. Just by pulling some ass backwards bullshit like that. You know, it's the DICE Awards, like, it's nothing compared to the Game Awards still. It's like, so honestly, I'm not, you know, I'm not insulted by it whatsoever, because honestly, the DICE Awards means nothing compared to the Game Awards, and obviously Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled won the Game Awards, so it won the Game Awards 2020. I mean, it won the Game Awards 2019 Best Racer, or Best Sports Game of 2020 for the Game Awards 2020. But yeah, I think they put it in the sports category because I think for racers, they just, I don't know, they consider it as a sport because technically racing is a sport, but I know that some, you know, companies actually, you know, separate sports games from racing games when it comes to actually, you know, rating them. but nevertheless, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled won the Game Awards 2019, and that's fine. Like, the DICE Awards doesn't mean shit in comparison, so like, honestly, Mario Kart World Tour just got like, it just got nothing but a pretty hollow victory per se, and whoa, I don't even know what the fuck that was. Like, a fucking feather was like just growing out of my car just then. Either that or it was just spawning out of mid-air. Can't. I was just about to get a fucking Whomper as well. But then that bastard had to like shoot that shit at me. Like taking the piss. But yeah, it shows like, if anything, like it doesn't make me butthurt whatsoever. Like it makes me like, you know, if anything, like it gives me a reason not to take the DICE Awards seriously if they're gonna make such an unprofessional decision. That they pull some next unprofessional bullshit right there. Like it's fucking unreal. Like that's some next unprofessional bullshit right there. That's just low. Like on all levels. So yeah, like honestly, that was my take on it as a professional. Because like, obviously realistically, like people would, obviously realistically for those of you who are like, you know, experts in game design, obviously like a lot of more time and effort goes into making a AAA game than a mobile game. Like a AAA product from the ground up, whether it be a brand new game or a AAA remaster, it's still gonna get a lot more. It's still gonna get tons more work put into, tons more work put into making than a poxy mobile game, resulting in overall much better build quality. Which of course is still the exact same case with Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. So yeah, it goes to show you can't compare a mobile game to a AAA product. Because like most mobile games, either they're indie games or they're just like counterparts. They're like ported counterparts per se. Not to mention most of them are done by small ass studios anyway, like, even though, honestly, I'm not saying it doesn't take a lot of work to make a mobile game, of course it still takes a lot of work, but still not as much to make a AAA product. Still not as much to make like a mainstream AAA game, where whether it be a console game or a PC game or both. Yeah, I apologise, I muted my mic by accident. I was meant to press X on my controller. Thunderstruck. Why am I not getting Mega Mix Mania? This is really weird. But yeah. And I apologise if I had to repeat a lot of stuff. But sometimes I do that because it helps get my train of thought back. You know, it helps me get my words back. That's why I do it. Because then it helps me remember what I'm gonna say next. So like, for those of you who actually stuck around regardless of me doing that, I highly appreciate it. Just like, but for those of you who can't appreciate that, then that's your problem. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but it is, you know, if you don't put up with someone for who they are, then if you can't respect someone for who they are, then that's a you problem. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, people can't help being themselves. It is what it is. People are who they are. They are the way they are, and there's nothing you can do to change them. If they're gonna change, then they make that decision within themselves. Like, they shouldn't have to succumb to bullshit pressure that arseholes like you put on them. well, obviously not to say you as everyone in the comments section or everyone in the viewer base. But yeah, I'm not generalizing. Of course, I'm not generalizing the entire viewer base as assholes who are judgmental pricks, but just to those people who are. I mean, of course, everyone's decent to their own extent, and I really hope you lot still enjoy the live stream, because I'm sure you guys who support my content, you're all decent people. Like, if you at least stick around, you're respectable, and I highly appreciate that. Okay, we're getting too much of the same track here, Meteor Gorge. I think I'm gonna have to play Mega Mix Mania offline if this continues. I mean, that might as well be the case, because, just to play this long, just to play online matchmaking for this long and still not land in Mega Mix Mania, which I could have by now. Like, within the past hour and a half. Like, there was plenty of opportunity for it to come up, but of course the system had to pull its next RNG bullshit right there. Oh, I don't know why I said R&B right there, but yeah, fucking slip of the tongue is fucking annoying. But never mind. This is crazy. I mean, I know I'm going a bit silent now, but I have been talking a lot, to be fair. And as you can tell, of course, I have been trying to keep, the live stream alive. Oh, for fuck's sake. How many fucking hops is it going to take for you to get a fucking TNT off your head? Taking the fucking piss, mate. Wow, okay, now that's taking the piss to the next level. It's taking the piss to the maximum level, if anything. Okay, I'll just check some stuff. But yeah, I'll check your message out in a bit, Chris. Okay, so Spyro the Dragon 60 next. If you're still here, wow, there's still no Mega Mix Mania. You done? Fucking hell. But yeah, if you're still here and you're watching the live stream and you just got home, then feel free to join. But if you're not, then I'll just wait till this race is done, and then just let me know in the chat when you're free, and I'll back out the lobby. Okay, still no Mega Mix Mania. Well, okay. It's going back and forth now, but at the same time it could be an upside. Depending on whether it'll give me a chance to actually play Mega Mix Mania or not. Come on. Come on, you know you want to give me that map. You know you want to give me that track. Okay, it wants to take ages. And I'll just back out and join back. Either that, I'll just go back and refresh. Dingo Canyon. Well, at least give me a race, so yeah. If not Mega Mix Mania, at least give me a race just to kill time, you know. Like, it's better than sitting in a lobby doing fuck all. Like, it's better than sitting in an empty ass lobby doing fuck all. Third time is the charm. Well, that ain't always the case, but you know. Like, it's nice to at least include it. But yeah, I can see the chat is really quieting down now. Like, especially since Alex left and Chris had to head in a call. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, Apo. I think that's how you pronounce the new mask's name, Apo. Although they never really gave, you know, an official pronunciation for it, so, or for his name, so I'm going with Apo since you know, we already pronounce, since, you know, we already pronounce, you know, Aku Aku and Uka Uka, so I might as well just call this new mask Apo Apo, since it's close to those two pronunciations that we already know already. But anyways, enough of that. But as I was saying earlier, yeah, of course not all, I'm not talking about literally everyone, so like, for those of you who get offended over a generalization, then obviously you need to not let that get to you, because another thing, that's also a you problem, if you let it get to you. That's the thing with generalization, like, it's not meant for everybody. Generalization is only just, like, it's not meant for anybody specific, and if you know it's not meant for you, then by all means, don't retaliate. Otherwise, if you retaliate, you're automatically putting yourself in that category. It's just common fucking sense. So yeah, when I said earlier that those of you who don't treat, you know, those of you who are just making people succumb to bullshit peer pressure, just to like, please your needs, just like, please your needs and demands per se. Like, it's just those type of people that are assholes, not everyone who's watching, just to be clear. But yeah, the truth's the truth. But anyways, I'm glad I cleared that up. Mega Mix Mania. I know why people are overvoting the other fucking tracks. Cunts. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to keep on, like, backing out and jumping back in now. Okay, still no fucking Mega Mix Mania. Man, some people really don't like Mega Mix Mania. I'm telling you. No, if I actually do land on Mega Mix Mania, I'm actually gonna change to Mega Mix. I actually might change to Mega Mix if I do actually land in that track, since it'd be perfectly fitting. I'll play as Rustland Mega Mix as well, just to, you know, really fit the post-apocalyptic atmosphere. Yeah, that's my chair creaking. Fuck that. Yeah, just ignore that shit. But anyways, this live stream, it's been fun so far. For the most part, it's actually been fun. Failed to find suitable games. What a surprise. Come on, we need Mega Mix Mania. It's been too long. And welcome to the livestream, newcomer who's just joined. Yeah, I'm just trying to land a race in Mega Mix Mania. But these servers are taking forever. Okay, I don't know whether the game crashed or not, but it was certainly hanging there for like a good number of seconds, man. That was like what, 5 seconds tops? Legit, man. The game just hung there for like 5 seconds tops. You dumb. Come on, Mega Mix Mania. That's the thing, like, a lot of people like to pick and choose as well. It's like, that's another factor to take into account. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? I'll just let it be what it is. And if I don't land in, you know, a match for Mega Mix Mania, I'll at least play the track locally. And that'll be the end of that. Retro Stadium. You know, I think after this one I'll just, you know, play Mega Mix Mania. Just offline. I don't know, depends. Like, the live stream is coming up. I mean, the whole duration of the live stream, it's coming up to 2 hours now, so... Well, in about like 10 or 11 minutes, give or take, it'll be 2 hours since I've been live streaming. Since I started live streaming anyway. I think I'll play like 1 or 2 online matches more, and if I don't land into Mega Mix Mania within either one of them, like, I'll just play it locally. Just to showcase it. Yeah. Time to play this polygonal track. Oh, you son of a cunt. Wow, that bomb went right through me. It clipped right through my car. But then again, like, you know, it's to be expected of these online servers. Okay, easily I think I could hit him, but it's just a bitch. It's not hard to get blue fire on this track at all. It's just maintaining it is the problem in certain areas. Fucking TNT, come on man! Why in online matches does it take like fucking 10 years to get a fucking TNT crate off my head? Even if I help like what, 5 times? It's fucking ridiculous. Like, that's a common problem in fucking online. It's so retarded. Like, I bet you that's due to online servers just fucking up how the game plays. Like how shit they are. I mean, what do you expect? It's Activision as well. So, honestly, you can't be too surprised. Like, you can't be surprised. Not even in the slightest. It's just how it is. You just gotta face facts. Well, at least I made it in 2nd place, which ain't bad. Well, Alvaro Crazy 666, Mr. Illuminati boss over here, scored in 1st place. But yeah, apart from everything that's been going on, like, I hope people have been enjoying the live stream. I know it just says 1 live viewer right now. It's calmed down a lot. I get that some people have left to do their stuff, which, you know, by all means, more power to them. I completely understand. But yeah, apart from that, I really hope people have been enjoying this live stream, like, thus far. Speak of the devil, he's left the game. Okay, Mega Mix Mania, let's see if we can land a track. Come on. Jungle Boogie, okay. This level ain't bad. This track ain't bad at all. Just really need Mega Mix Mania here for the showcase. That's all we need it for. Okay, it just fell off it, but it doesn't matter. Son of a bitch! You're lucky you had a fucking item there, you little cunt. Fucking hell, like, all because of one thing. Just, like, a fucking race could go, it could completely go to, like, it could completely go tits up just because one little thing happens. Like, some dickhead, like, some obnoxious dickhead gets a fucking item that fucks you over massively. And, like, it just causes everything to go tits up. Like, you're lucky you even had that item, otherwise I would have overtaken your bitch ass. I could run laps around you. Legit, if you had no power, I'd run laps around your fucking bitch ass. Like, no hypothesis about it, I'm shooting straight facts here. But yeah, anyways, never mind that. Better to keep this a nice, friendly, clean game. As Captain America would say. In Spider-Man for the PS1. Man, it's been a long time since I played the game. But yeah, that's just one way to look at it. I know I could have put more energy into that reference, but never mind. Since you know it's getting late and more people have left the chat, well actually, I don't think getting late has anything to do with it, but the fact that, you know, people have been leaving the chat, like, no offense, but in a way, it does kind of drain the vibe a little bit if, like, a vast amount of people leave the chat, but if it's only, like, 1 or 2 people minimum leaving the chat, then I suppose, like, I can still be a bit more energetic, because, you know, because then I'll still have, like, what, a fair number of people to talk to. But, like, now there's only 1 person in the chat, and even then that, like, there hasn't been a comment from anyone in, like, I don't know how long, because I haven't been keeping track, but yeah. It is what it is, people. Okay. I'll just play a few more tracks, and what do you know, we land ourselves right back into Jungle Boogie. Yeah, and while I was on the topic of being more active in terms of like more active, and back of being on the topic of in terms of myself being more active and energetic in terms of, you know, providing commentary within the live stream, I would discuss more like about, you know, certain plans that I have for future projects. But like, now that a lot of people have left, like, in a way it's given me like little to no point in mentioning it, but at some point I think I'll mention it anyway. Although the whole point of the live stream is to interact with your viewers, and obviously it's nice to see their reaction to what you say, like, about your plans. In terms of, you know, whether they're looking forward to it or not. Like, that sort of thing. Like, it's nice to have, like, you know, that reaction off first hand. Therefore, you know, like, it engages the viewers more, and also it engages myself more as a live streamer as well. Even not just as a live streamer, but as a content creator in general as well. But yeah, of course, everyone had to do what they had to do, and that's perfectly fine, you know. If you had stuff to do, that's fine. I get it, not everyone has the same story, but like I said, you got your stuff to do, like, more power to you. Like, more power to you, you know. Yeah, I figured I'd just say that twice because I wanted to say that in a different way, which I ended up doing it in the way I wanted to. Yeah, so yeah, never mind that. Let's just concentrate. Man, I hate when you crash into fucking trees, although I did actually crash into a tree, so like, it wasn't like there was an invisible wall there, so... Ah, cunt. Yeah, it's things like that that put me off my commentary as well. And wow, I thought missiles were meant to lock on, but at the same time, in a way, there's proximity-based the way it locks on to enemies. But it is a bitch when it doesn't work in your favour, and that's usually the case. Fucking piss take. But yeah, there was... Yeah, I did actually crash into an asset, so like, that made sense. But like, without the tree. Yeah. In a way, I'm getting a little exhausted, not just because of the time of day, but because, you know, I just feel a little drowsy, per se. Yeah, but apart from that, I really hope you're enjoying the live stream, people. It's been really fun. Okay, well, it's backed out. Okay, I think I'll give, like, Spyro the Dragon 16X a chance to join. If he can. I don't know, I'll give it like a few minutes tops. And if he doesn't join, then fine, I'll just jump into online racing. Okay, I don't know if you lot have rejoined or not, but... Well, some of you, anyway. Because now it's gone back up to 3 live viewers. But yeah, if you're newcomers, welcome to the live stream. I know some people like to lurk, or some people just want to watch and chill, you know, which is still fine with me. But like, of course, obviously, just as long as you're lurking around for the right reasons. Yeah, I know, right? Lurking around for the right reasons. Bet you never heard that one before. I don't know, sometimes it feels like it's just pointless voting. Like, for the track. Like, it just depends, you know, where it takes you. It just depends where the majority takes you, and that's about it. Even though, like, it was technically tied by Tiger Temple. But obviously the first number of votes of that exact number who are tied of the other track. The first track that gets, like, the number of votes, despite being tied of another track, is the one that will get selected anyway, because it's gonna prioritize it. That's how they program it. So yeah. Yeah, no downtime in Ring Rally. Yeah, it has proven to be a killer in some tracks. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, for those watching, like, how have you guys been enjoying Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, along with the Grand Prix seasons? if you've been trying them out, that is. Like, I've been enjoying them, but at the same time I'm glad that they're coming to an end. Because, you know, people have lives and stuff. Although what I've also read in one of Activision's latest blog posts regarding Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is that the Grand Prix system is now going to be replaced with a brand new like challenge system, and it's going to be like for people who are, you know, it's in a way it's more competitive. It's like, so like there's still going to be daily challenges. I think there's still going to be quick challenges, daily challenges, and weekly challenges, and pro challenges. Or I'm not sure if they're going to be quick challenges, but I know for a fact that they're scrapping theme challenges because obviously the Grand Prix are like based on themes. Well, wow, I went right through a Nitro crate without a shield, and I didn't even take any damage to it whatsoever. That was a fucking miracle, that is. But this is like ghosting this is like ghosting Nitro-Fueled style. Like legit, this is like ghosting CTR and F edition. I ghosted right through that Nitro crate as well, per se. And yeah, I say it like that because like there was this trick in Crash Bandicoot N. Trilogy where you can like, within the time trial mode, you can like make the game think that it's kind of going in an endless loop, like up in the elevator if you like restart the game at the right time when the elevator goes up, and like, you know, the snow levels. And then when you restart, like, say you were to hit a Nitro crate, you wouldn't take any damage or anything. Like, you wouldn't even die or lose an Akwaku mask or anything. Like, you just go right through it and take no damage whatsoever, which is pretty cool. I gotta say, that wasn't too bad. But honestly, I didn't expect to go through that Nitro crate. It's like, I went right through it, it exploded, and I took no damage whatsoever. Like, someone fucking explain that to me. Like, if that's not ghosting, I don't know what is. But yeah, although, for those of you who have actually never played Crash Bandicoot N. Trilogy before and have never been aware of that trick before within Crash Bandicoot N. Trilogy, then obviously I think that ghosting means going right through it without doing anything to it, but that's not the case in this context. Like, I'm not talking about that type of ghosting people, but yeah, you get the picture. Twilight Tour, okay, back here again. I don't know, maybe. Well, if he doesn't get the chance to join them, that's fine, you know. Like I said earlier, I don't plan being around forever. I don't plan on being around forever within this live stream, so yeah. It's still a nice way to part ways with the Rustland Grand Prix. Honestly, it was fun, and these seasons in general, they were fun, and I gotta say, this new system, like, they're gonna offer rewards for those who actually participate in it and like achieve like certain goals, like beat these brand new times that the developers at Beanox are gonna set within each track. It's like there's gonna be a new mode, and now what you call it, nitrous oxide will no longer be like, you know, the ruler of Gasmoxia. Well, he's still, actually in a way he still will be the ruler, but at the same time Empravello is gonna be like a co-ruler per se, or the main ruler. But I remember them saying he's not gonna be the main one this time, but the way I see it, the story will still be the same. Although I've seen like this leak, although I don't know whether to call it a leak or not, but you see like the cutscene, like you see the area, like you see, you know, the stadium area within Crash Team Racing, well not Crash Team Racing, the stadium like area within Crash Nitro Kart, where, and you see like, you know, Empravello's projection, and you see all that like remastered, and like Empravello's like, he's all blue instead of green, like when you see his projection. But then again, like, that was just a leaked screenshot that I've seen on Twitter. But yeah, that. But apart from that, like, it looks nice. Not just that, but the entire, you know, podium area as well. Like the podium, like the castle, whatever the fuck it is. But I don't think it's just a castle. Like, I forgot what I said earlier, but yeah. Stadium, that's it. Yeah, it was nice how they recreated, you know, the whole stadium. Like, they really captured the aesthetic of it. Even though, like, you don't see the whole stadium in that image, you just see, like, Empravello, like, within that section. But apart from that, it looks cool. But yeah, I think people are speculating that Crash Nitro Kart's adventure mode is being remastered as well, as in like their adventure fields, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Maybe they just added a cutscene in just to, maybe they just decided to remaster those cutscenes for Crash Nitro Kart as just like additional bonus content. But like, I think that's as far as I'm going with it. But if they're actually going ahead with remastering the home worlds and the hub areas for Crash Nitro Kart, then that would be interesting, but at the same time I don't see much point to it, because especially since they've removed like anti-grav sections from all the Nitro Kart tracks that have been recreated and simplified for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled to play in the style of CTR, with how they removed all the anti-grav sections and all that. Like, some of the hub worlds, they do not have. Some of the hub worlds actually have anti-grav sections, and I think one of them is like purely based on like the anti-gravity mechanics. So yeah, realistically I don't see that happening, but at the same time I can sort of see what it would look like without the anti-grav sections if they were to do it, but at the same time they're gonna have to change it a lot if that's the case. So yeah, I still doubt that that's the case. So it's not really that necessary. I mean, at least now that we've seen like an image of like, you know, the stadium, Empravello Stadium, per se. Like, I can just speculate to at least say as far as they're like, you know, at least either remastering Nitro cutscenes. Actually, no, not remastering the cutscenes. I think I'll just go as far as to say they're creating brand new cutscenes, but to use like, you know, the setting of the Nitro Kart Stadium, like Empravello Stadium in Crash Nitro Kart, as like, you know, just a piece of scenery in order to introduce Empravello as a character to Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. I think they're gonna do that within like CTR TV or something, and that would actually make a lot of sense. Is that was leaked for the Gasmoxia Grand Prix, so I think that explanation makes the most sense out of the previous two that I've mentioned. Out of that one and all the previous two that I mentioned, that is pretty much the scenario that makes the most sense out of all of them. Okay, it's taking forever. Fuck this shit. Yeah, if you look at it that way, it makes the most amount of sense. Okay, I'll play Koala Carnival. So that level's fun. It's piss easy as well. Oh look, we've got another Illuminati member in the chat. George666. What do you know? Yeah, I know it could be more energetic too, but at the same time also have work tomorrow, so I'm not 100% dreading it, but you know, it is what it is. You gotta deal with it. A rare one per, yeah, like it usually is rare. It takes the piss whenever you miss one in a match and you're just trying to get one. Like, especially when you just want to achieve, you know, a certain challenge. Like for the sake of just completing a challenge, and like you don't manage to get it in the match because like so many fucking piss takes are in the way. Either because someone's taking the piss or just something stupid happens out of the fucking blue. That's completely fucked up. But anyways, Koala Carnival people, back here again. Speak of the devil, we have another gold one per. And speak of the other fucking devil, like the cart is slowing down like shit, but okay, let me chase this motherfucker. Okay, sometimes I gotta slow down in order to pick him up, which is the crazy part, but the good thing is that you only collect him once in the track, so now I can actually race properly. Okay, I almost got him. Prick. That motherfucker had a bomb on him, didn't he? He had a bowling bomb on him. Or something, I don't know what the fuck it was. Wow, like, I legit just glided over that fucking beaker that was suspended in midair. Oh, cunt. How many fucking bowling bombs does he have, like, shoved up his ass? If he's not careful, he might set one off and lose his ass completely. Like, it'd be blown off by one of the bombs that he accidentally sets off with the friction he creates inside his fucking asshole. I'm not gonna lie, that was a badass thing. It's a badass fuck. Yeah, I got the motherfucker that time. I gave you a taste of your own shit. No pun intended. But yeah, it does feel good to give people a taste of their own medicine sometimes. It's the only way some people learn. And that's fact. That's spitting straight, surefire facts right there. And regardless of my position, it was still worth it. I really don't give a fuck. Well, Dragon Mine's certainly not one of my favourite levels, even though I played it earlier, but yeah, doesn't matter. By the way, shout out to the innocent princess who was here earlier. She's now live streaming herself. She's currently doing a Tetris live stream, and by the way, like, if you're still live streaming, Chris, like, I might host you. I don't know, it depends whether I like remember to or not. Which I hope I do, so yeah. Hopefully I'll host you right after I finish doing this live stream. I don't know, I just figured I'd just find it, so yeah. But yeah, she's currently doing personal best attempts, like for NES Tetris speedruns. So yeah, like, I'll join her live stream in a bit. So yeah, hope she's having fun. Like, more power to her. Yeah, more power to you, Chris. Turbo track. The modernized track. And of course, Retro Stadium, as you've seen earlier, for those who don't know, is pretty much like, it's basically Turbo Track, but with the retro aesthetic, and it's exclusive to the PS4 version, because, of course, Crash Team Racing, like the original Crash Team Racing was a PS1 exclusive, so the PS4 version gets the exclusive retro content. That's, you know, that pays, like, even further tribute to the original PS1 game. Like, it represents the fact that Crash Team Racing was indeed a PS1 exclusive back when it came out back in 1999, so yeah. For its 20th anniversary, that was a nice tribute within the PS4 version. So yeah, the Xbox One version and the Nintendo Switch versions both don't get that sort of courtesy. But it doesn't matter. Although I really hope that we get a PC version of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled gets a PC version. Like, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy got one, Spyro Ignite Trilogy got one. So, I really don't see why Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled shouldn't get one. It deserves a PC port, and it would be, and of course, it's gonna be the definitive version of the game. Just like they all are, well, that is if unless people actually prefer the PS4 version for the exclusive retro content, which the PC version may not include, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised, because obviously PlayStation exclusive content. But then again, someone could easily mod the PC version, so yeah, in that case the PC version will still remain the definitive version of the game. So it'd be sick playing this on PC. Man, and we'd actually get like proper smooth 60 frames per second this time as well. Like, I remember how sick it looked when Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy came out on PC, and on the rest of the platforms as well, but on PC specifically, man, it looked fucking amazing at such a smooth 60 frames per second. It's fucking amazing. When I first saw it, man, that was some jaw-dropping stuff. A smooth 60 frames per second. That's legit what you mean. That's legit what you need, like the smoothest gameplay experience ever. Like, it's so fluid and vibrant. Like, very immersive as well. Oh wow, I think I got into first place without even trying. Oh hey Cola Pro, welcome to the live stream. Daddy Cola says, hi, why aren't you a Twitch affiliate? Well, to be honest, I don't really live stream that often, but I don't know, it depends. I mean, I think I still could become a Twitch affiliate if I wanted to, but I'm not exactly sure. It says, okay, I see, sup. Yeah, not much. I've been live streaming for like 2 hours now. And that might end soon. But apart from that, it's been a really fun live stream. Although if you were here earlier, you'd see like some... you'd see like... there was, in a way, kind of like a feud between Chris and Alex. Like earlier on. Which I, earlier on, mistakenly perceived it as banter, but it turned out to be serious. So yeah, there's something that happened. But of course, I didn't get caught in the crossfire, which was smart of me. Instead I calmed them down. But yeah, Code says, that's good to hear that. Oh wow, yeah. But yeah, long story short, I dealt with the situation. Like, I calmed it down before it escalated. I put the fire out before it got any bigger. Oh, cheers for hosting me, Daddy Cola. Cola Pro's officially hosting me. Well then again, you host me like so many times, so like honestly I appreciate that. Although like when I finish I might actually host Chris, who's currently doing her own live stream at the moment. She was here in the chat earlier, but her new Twitch account is the Innocent Princess. And now she's currently live streaming some NES Tetris, some like, she's currently doing speedrun PBs on Tetris for the NES. Which is cool. So yeah, for those of you still around, feel free to follow her. Color process today. It says Smart Pedro XD lol, I'm hosting you, cheers. Today I had 60 viewers and got rated lol. That's nice. 60 viewers got rated. Yeah, you must have been really lucky, man, to get rated like, in that situation. Especially to have like what, 60 viewers. The process, okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. I love Tetris. Yeah, sick game. It says rated by a guy called Clone Corp. It was an amazing feeling. Yeah, I imagine it would be. I can imagine. Color process. I got 48 minutes and 17 seconds time and Crash 2 no go. Yep, lol. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what he said in the chat, by the way, people, for those of you who are watching this archived, but yeah. OMG. Oh, hey newcomer, welcome to the live stream. DaddyStojmaR. I don't know exactly how to pronounce your username, but it's DaddyStojmaR. Or DaddyStojmaR. He says, OMG, realest gangster of all time. I don't know whether you're referring to me or not, but if so, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. You're a G for saying that. Cool, I processed any percent just after I stopped streaming, got sub 49. He is referring to you. Well, if he is, then calm, you know. Yeah, that's cool. Coda says, Pedro big gangster. I know, right? Yeah, don't you forget it. But yeah. But I hope people are enjoying this live stream at the moment, and it's nice to see some new people join as well. Like, I've never seen you around before, unless you changed your username. Unless you're someone I know who's changed his username. But if not, then yeah, it's nice to meet you, man. And welcome to the live stream. And if you plan on sticking around, I really hope you enjoy my like whatever I have planned for the future. Like, in terms of both YouTube and Twitch. DaddyStojmaR says, what the fuck, bro, that microphone, how much you paid for it? Well, the microphone I'm using, it's the Blue Yeti Pro edition, and it's, I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was in the £100 region, as far as I remember. I don't remember the exact price. Like, I had the original Blue Yeti as well, and that costed like 100, but that was discounted at the time. So yeah, back in 2016 when I got my original Blue Yeti, they were more expensive, so then like I got a Pro edition when the price started come down in like years to come. I didn't get the Pro edition until 2019, so yeah. Color process. Yeah, DaddyStojmaR is from my channel. Pedro is rich. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm like the in real life money bags. But difference is I actually go to the gym and he doesn't. So yeah, explains why I'm not a fat fuck like him. DaddyStojmaR says, haven't heard Mike as good as this in a long ass time. Oh really? When was the last time you heard it? You heard a good mic. Well, a mic as good as this. But yeah. Don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, but fuck it. You know. It's a chill vibe. It's a chill stream. Color process, jock and a gamer, the best of both worlds. Okay, if you're gonna back out and jump back in. Is this game dead? Nobody joining. Well, it's not exactly dead, servers are just fucked up. They get like that sometimes, and yeah, it pisses me off too. Color process, yep, online is fucked up. But I gotta say, it's been fun. These Grand Prix seasons have been fun, and I'm pumped for Gasmoxia Grand Prix. And after that, and that'll be the final Grand Prix season of the game. So then after that, they're gonna change the whole system completely now, in terms of online, like competitiveness and stuff. Yeah, in terms of competition, they're gonna change the system, like with online competition. Color process OMG PC port. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Like Iron Galaxy, I suppose, are onto that already. I wouldn't be surprised. Of course, like they wouldn't just, you know, come out of it out of the blue. So yeah, they have to work. Of course, they have to work on it in the background in order to make it all, in order to, you know, perfect it, and then they can finally bring it out smack dab in the middle of the blue, like a boss. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's a Friends reference. Like when Chandler like, this is not out of the blue. It's a smack dab in the middle of the blue. I could do it better, but people are trying to sleep now. But for what it's worth, it wasn't that bad. Color process. Alright, I'm gonna watch the guy who raided me before. See Pedro Creepypasta. Alright. See ya, Bacasian Creepypasta. Although I think I pronounced your name wrong, but yeah, it doesn't matter. See ya, Color Pro Creepypasta. XD. Yeah, they both say XD. DaddyStojmaR and Daddy Color. Bacasian Creepypasta, yeah, definitely. Yeah, everyone's Creepypasta apparently. But anyways, DaddyStojmaR, what's your experience of Crash Bandicoot in general, as well as Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, if you played this game, that is? And also, do you have a YouTube channel as well, like both me and Cola Pro? Yeah, I knocked that motherfucker out. Motherfucker, I hate it when the shortcut just fucks up. It's so inconsistent. It's such a bitch. Okay, I'll read your comment after the match. Just bear with me, man. Son of a cunt. Okay, well I knew I wasn't gonna make that with, like, you know, the way I was going. Like, not the right place, not the right positions, not the right time. Okay, like, it's currently going red. Like, the square on OBS is currently going red, which means like, the frame rate is just, well, not the frame rate, but the bit rate is dipping right now, which is a big fat bitch. So I apologize if you see a dip in quality in the live stream, that's just the frame rate being a bitch. I'll take low latency mode for now. I had to do the same thing like in my Crash Bash live stream actually. Like in my New Year's 2019 to 2020 live stream, I had to, at some point I had to disable low latency just to get a bitrate back up to standard and then re-enable it as soon as it was good again. As soon as like it was all good again, as soon as I got the all clear. But yeah. Okay, he says, I mainly played 1 to 3, that's about it. I played Bash as well. Yeah, well, from what it seems, you've certainly played like, you know, one of the best. You've certainly played like some of the best Crash games. Like 1 to 3 are awesome. And same with Crash Bash, and I hope that game gets AAA remastered as well. And I'm not sure if we're gonna get any announcements in, like, around the time of PAX East 2020, but we'll see what happens. Although, speaking of PAX East 2020, like, Sony have officially just confirmed that they won't be attending PAX East 2020. They'll be pulling out of that as well, because surprise, surprise, the coronavirus. I'm not even joking, like, this is actually true. I saw this, like, they posted about this in a blog earlier on, and honestly, like, I don't blame them. It's a health and safety precaution, and they started to, like, you know, become majorly concerned of it, majorly concerned about, you know, the possibilities of, you know, getting themselves contaminated and shit like that with it. So, you know, to be honest, I really don't blame them whatsoever. Like, it just gives you a completely new reason on top of the reason that's already bad enough as it is for you to hate the living fuck out of the coronavirus. It's a real fucking bitch to deal with, especially with, you know, what's going on. People getting quarantined left, right, and center and all this shit. It's like, fuck that. Even though it has to be done, but, you know, fuck having to deal with it, is what I mean. Obviously. Or you mainly play Mega Man X. Yeah, Mega Man is an awesome series. I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, like, Mega Man 11 as well is such a sick game. Like, the brand new Mega Man game that came out, and like, actually I don't remember whether it came out in 2018 or 2019, but it was definitely one of those two recent years. I don't know, memory's getting a little bit shady when it comes to Mega Man, but then again, memory's been a bit shady with other things, so honestly no surprise there. Slide Coliseum, motherfucker. Wow, almost got him just then. Piss easily I could have taken him out with that force field, but fuck it. Cunt. Well, joke's on him, because I got a boost engine. Fucking bastard, how did he manage to hit me twice? With like practically nothing. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, that missile should have died because I threw a bowling bomb backwards. But then again, depends where the missile was at. So yeah, fuck that shit entirely. I'll squash that motherfucker like a tomato. Anyways, on another topic, who's seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Because I've seen it. It's done amazing out of the box office. It surpassed $55 million. You know how fucking sick that was. Like, it's officially broken the world record for being like the best video game movie adaptation to date. And man, I myself still haven't seen it, but I would really like to go and see it one day. And everyone is saying it's great, and to see that it's been, you know, such a success, it really, you know, it really, you know, I can't remember my description for it, but let's just say it really brings a lot of joy. Yeah, I figured I'd be a bit rate dip. I apologise for that. Even though my connection is actually good, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, I have noticed though this ISP has been taking the piss as of lately, so yeah. Okay, I think this will be the last match I play online, and then I'll just showcase Mega Mix Mania. Actually, not fuck it, I might as well showcase Mega Mix Mania now because it's not bothering to. Okay, I can't go into Grand Prix, but yeah, I'll just back out. And that's my chair being creaky yet again. It's fucking crazy. Okay, just showcase it as a single race. Mega Mix Mania, here we are. Fuck easy mode, I don't want to play in easy mode. Oh yes, no carts. I can actually showcase the decal now as well. The decal that I've officially earned for landing myself in the top 5% within the leaderboard. Within the championship leaderboard. So yeah, I'll equip that to the championship cart. Alright, let me go back to the nuke. Use Metal Chicken because you get the most points out of it. Actually, I think you get the same with the champion cart as well, but fuck it. Yeah, I see that now that I've taken low latency mode off, the stream is actually far more behind than it was before, clearly, so it makes a lot of sense. Oh, now the bitrate is going back up, so that's a good sign. We are on a post-apocalyptic track. Actually, no, I think I'll play this track again, but like as Mega Mix, as Rustland Mega Mix, just to like, you know, really like capture like the aesthetic. Even though not that this doesn't. By the way, there's a shortcut right here, and yeah, like I said earlier, it's easy to get to grips of once you know the track inside out. By the way, you really want to avoid those mines right there. And whenever you like crash into them, like it in a way like, well, it doesn't immobilize you, it just kind of, it distorts your view by like making it look like it has fucking, there's paint all over the screen. Well, okay, I nearly hit that mine over there. That was a real bitch. We just continue drifting. Oh, so close. Okay, I don't recall pressing L2, but yeah. And I was also gonna say I nearly lost my blue fire, but never mind. Because I lost it anyway. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, like, you know when I said, remember, for those of you who are watching this earlier, remember when I said that, like, part of this area actually reminds me of the level Weapons of Mass Destruction in Crash of the Titans. Yeah, it's like that factory-based section right there. Specifically, like, that was the sort of vibe that I was getting. It was reminding me of like those factory sections in Crash of the Titans and Crash Mind of Newton. Okay, it didn't want to go on a ramp that time, little cunt. But never mind. And this propeller, piss easy to dodge, unless the RNG is bad. Unless the RNG is like misproportioned as fuck. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Again, I was meant to ricochet off the side. Not respawn like a fucking bitch. But never mind, I'm still in first place, I've got nothing to lose. Okay, that's the track complete. Let's crash. I'm gonna play it as Mega Mix now, just for the fun of it. Plus, I get like at least a bit more Wumpa coins out of it, so yeah, figures. Well, I've been live streaming for nearly 3 hours now, but yeah, I'm gonna play as Rustland Mega Mix now. Pretty badass. Yeah, I'll just play this track as Rustland Mega Mix, then showcase the CTR, then showcase the CTR TV cutscene for the Rustland Grand Prix, and then end off the live stream. I think that would be a nice way to part ways with this Grand Prix, as the new one starts, although it starts at 3 PM GMT. Which honestly isn't the best time. But you know, of course we have to adapt. Okay, let's kick ass with Mega Mix. Whoa, okay, that was close. Nearly ran into a mine there. Yeah, Mega Mix is... I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but Mega Mix is actually quite fast. Even though I'm still using like the same stats and everything, I'm still using the drift engine. Like, I'm still using the drift engine. For some reason, it feels faster playing as Mega Mix. I don't know whether that happens on purpose, but I've noticed that like significantly with cards as well, not just characters, but also with cards. And even though like you can like have the same stats, even if you do change character, like that's an improvement that they've made and like within one of the previous updates. But at the same time, I feel like that hasn't 100% changed because some of it feels different. I don't know what it is, maybe. I don't know whether that was actually intended or not, whether they did that on purpose or whether that was by complete accident. But whatever it is, we have to put up with this, so let's just roll on. Let's just roll with it. Yeah, this section right here just reminds me of the factory levels within Crush of the Titans and Crush Mind of the Mutant. Yeah, the Mutant series, it was a great series. Like, it didn't deserve the hate that it got from like all those die-hard Crash fans that were just clearly too afraid of even the slightest bit of change. I mean, yeah, even though the character design changed, along with, you know, the gameplay style partially changing, like, everything else still remained the same. Crash is still Crash, and the story is still keeping, you know, it's still kind of like keeping true to its original roots. It still references the originals, so honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, like, the Mutant series was actually a good innovation within the franchise. And they continued the story quite very nicely, I've got to say. Even tremendously, I might say. But of course, diehard fans just can't accept that a franchise needs to evolve in order for it to not remain stale. Evolution is the key to keeping a franchise alive. Can't stay the same forever. But yeah, we are stronger together. Megamix kicks ass. Imagine Megamix and Mega Man. That would be jokes. Like, Hero's a playable character as a boss fight. I'm not sure, just spitfiring ideas here. Or spitballing per se. Wait, it's basically been 3 hours now since I've been live streaming. Again, I didn't expect to live stream for this long, but it's been fun. I gotta say, especially apart from moments when I thought it was getting just a little or just moderately anticlimactic. It still came around. It was still fun. It was still a fun live stream to do. And anyways, as promised, time to showcase the CTR TV cutscene for the Rustland Grand Prix.
Coming at you live from Activision, this is CTR TV with your hosts, Chicken Stew. Guys? I'm being told our favorite feathered friends are too busy tearing up the tracks themselves. It seems it's up to me to do the talking. Roll the clip. This new Grand Prix takes an apocalyptic turn as drivers race down the long-forgotten remnants of a dried-up riverbed. Our future is looking grim, folks. And to make matters worse, courtesy of an outlandish amount of nuclear waste, comes a new contender, Megamix!
I'll crush you all like bugs.
Let's hope these new rides will help bring our drivers safely to the finish line. That's all for today, race fans. Drive fast, and don't forget to buckle up.
Okay people, that was fun. As fun as this was, that officially wraps up this livestream as a whole. Alright people, so that basically concludes the Rustland Grand Prix casual livestream number 1 for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Brought to you by yours truly, CoolPro195. I really hope you lot enjoyed this livestream. Feel free and be sure, for those of you who are watching this live, feel free and be sure to follow me on Twitch in order to keep yourself updated, and stay tuned for future live streams coming your way. And for those of you who are watching this archived on YouTube, feel free and be sure to subscribe, like or rate, however you want to put it. Drop a comment below to leave constructive feedback if you possibly can, and I'll share it around with your friends and family, whoever they may be. And see you lot on whatever's up next on my channel. Until then, laters everyone, peace out.